Welcome to season 4.
As you can tell, we are out here in the Southwest, which is exactly where season 4 is going to take place. And this video is going to share with you our route, the plan, and all sorts of exciting news. And speaking of exciting news, we have something to share with you. Drum roll?
Wait.
What is that noise?
It's like a growl.
It is kind of loud, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, what the heck is that? So there you have it. We got a new truck. Pretty exciting news.
Very exciting. We're up one truck and down one GoPro.
You know, we had this big, clever idea to like have the truck roll over the camera. What are the chances? And I told Tori not to pass me. It's really not her fault, but I put it in a bad spot. Stop.
The only problem is we have footage on there from season 4. We got to figure out if it's salvageable.
Welcome to season 4. All right, so as soon as we get the new truck home, Caleb is really curious to see if the combo, the Ford lock on the door, is the same as the old truck. It's not. Let me show you the inside. Oh, can't show you the inside because Caleb locked us out.
Both keys, Mark's laptop, his phone. There's no code on the side of the door because this literally just came home 2 minutes ago.
Now we're locked out and we've dispatched Ford service so that they can come out here with a locksmith.
Hey, the bed is nice though.
Yeah. And I can't edit a video because my laptop's in the computer and Trish wanted to go out hiking, so. Anyhow, so it's exciting and a little bit like wah, wah, wah. So we'll get this.
No, it is not. Hey, please don't smack me while I'm here. So, come here. The cribbo here, okay? Let's just point out how we got a light, a camera, because you think that's it? You think we're...
Can't unlock it because it's locked, because you locked it, because you locked it.
Let's just go up here real quick. As you can see, there's a camera up there, and press this little button. Lights turn on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you know Caleb was pressing every single button.
You know, Kevin Hart once said you could either be mad about it or laugh about it, and I think you locked both of the keys in. What were you thinking? Because, like, we don't have a code. We locked the key in.
Oh, so you're saying the dad locked it?
So one little perk here is that at least this lockout isn't going to cost us any money because apparently you get 5 years, I think they said.
That's incredible.
Of Ford roadside assistance. So I called the dealer and they gave me the number. So I called the number, I gave them the VIN, and they said, oh, you're not in the system, let me put you in the system. And then I think like 5 minutes later, that call was completely done. And then I got a text message, and then Trish clicked the text message, and now there's like literally tracking the person that's coming here. I'll be here in 15 minutes. New truck, and we're creating content right out of the gate.
Thank you, Caleb. 7 minutes, making his way up Cave Creek. He must have had to help someone else because he was going really fast before.
Oh, you pry it open. A little bit just to get this in, and then we blow it up.
And we're in. Focus.
Trying to find the code, the lock code.
It took him a long time to get in it. These guys normally are in 5 seconds. This guy says this is like a challenge. He says the hardest one he's ever done. They put the locks on the side and they're really smooth, everything's smooth. He ended up having to get it from pulling the handle. So we put it on the top of the handle and he just turned it until it popped. Yeah, well, Tori's back in this time period, so let's see what she thinks.
I love it.
You like your new seat?
There's so much more legroom.
Is there more legroom?
Yes, there's even more amps. Look at everybody gets their own charger port.
Well, we talked about that earlier. Everyone, that was the big hoorah.
We all get our own charging port.
It's pretty high too, isn't it?
I know, look at this. Even the bed is like almost as tall as me.
So now that that's over with, now we're gonna lock up the rig and we're gonna go out and grab a bite to eat. Always something. Always something. Let's just say when Caleb first did it, I was not happy.
Okay, so how do we like put the fitted sheet over the...
Hey, I'm gonna make a pun.
Hey,
We're gonna sleep in the bed of this truck.
Are you guys gonna be cold?
Nope.
Nope.
How freezing?
No.
Yes.
So nice.
Oh, I go.
Night.
Speaking of cars, we have the new truck, but we also have our car that we keep in Arizona. So for a lot of people, they wonder, okay, so what should I get rid of? What should I keep when I go full timing? We keep another car here so that we can have two modes of transportation. But it was crazy to see how our car had kind of been left in disrepair, really.
Well, when you leave a car in Arizona in the monsoon season, it's gonna have some issues. Yeah, we're at the storage unit picking up the car.
What do you need when you pick up a car? How about some crazy glue?
I don't know what happened. Well, first of all, it looks like the car went to Burning Man without us. How this trim would have fallen off of that.
See what it would look like.
Man, that's really
Just fell apart.
oof.
Didn't really help.
Oof. Dead battery. So one of the things that we get to do when we're back home is we get to reconnect with our friends, we get to reconnect with family, our kids get to reconnect with their friends.
Yes.
And of course, we came home right when it was my birthday. So this is like the never-ending birthday party that we got to celebrate with our friends, which was kind of fun.
It was a blast.
You need to take a video of that, dude. This is for me. This is for me. Me.
All of these wonderful things aside, connecting with friends, new truck, birthday parties, we really needed to get ready so that we could get on the road. So that included some decluttering. That happens every time we come back.
It's amazing how much stuff we accumulate on the road. We have so much stuff over the past year and a half of full-time RV living. We've accumulated things, we've gotten rid of things, but we're heavy. And there's just a lot of things we don't need. And we want to take the opportunity to get it organized right now. So,
Like patriotic wristbands? Do you need those? Do you need those to travel?
Actually, save these. Hey. This is all the essential stuff.
You keep what you need, okay? I'm gonna put this, my friends,
Actually,
in the
what are we
essential.
gonna do? Seriously, what are we gonna do with that?
I have no idea. I'm not getting rid of this thing.
No, we can't get rid of it, but-
Amazing. Look, it's very compactable already.
Finally got this place completely cleaned up. We've organized everything. I still yet to show you what tools made it, but I ended up getting 2 more of these yellow bins that are a little bit smaller. I think they're the 17-gallon ones, and it just helped me consolidate all the tools. The top one is what we're calling the fun bin. We've got our floaties in there, and we got a baseball glove, and like anything that the kids want, that is the fun bin, the one with the skateboards on. If it doesn't fit in the fun bin, then they reach the fun quota. No more fun after that. All the kids were like, oh no, I can't throw that away. Like we got those like blow up things for Lake Tahoe.
Yes.
So we get like the swan and the unicorn. And so like none of the kids want to throw anything away. So I said, okay, here's your fun bin, and anything that fits in the fun bin comes with us. And so it's up to you to figure out what you keep and what you bring. And I think that's a good solution for you if you're in a similar situation with kids. Just say, this is the space we have, and it's up to you to decide what goes in it.
Yes, that's a great decluttering method. Also, a good decluttering method is if it didn't come out, we shouldn't take it with us on the next trip. So we found things in the back of Mark's old truck that we were like, we have not used this.
Why are we carrying this stuff around?
Why are we carrying this around the United States?
A glide cam, an LTE data antenna, X cable. I've used it once. This right here, trickle charger. I got 2 5-gallon jerry cans. Somehow it looks like I am like a hose hoarder. I don't know what the deal is here.
So find a clever way to figure out what it is you're actually using and what you can get rid of, because it will start mounting just like a house.
Yep.
You'll be so surprised.
So right in the middle of our decluttering process, there was a KYD Insider family.
Yes.
That literally parked directly behind us. And they figured out that that was us. And so we kind of took a break to come over and say hey to them. It was so cool to see their new rig.
They only had it for 2 days.
Yeah.
Oh, nice to
What's going on?
Not much. How's it going? Good to meet you.
So that was John and Marissa, and they just gave us a tour of their 28-foot, 2-day-old Grand Design.
So it's like the front door, but it's really in the back.
Beautiful.
Thanks. Yeah, it's.
Oh man. Looks like granite, like travertine floor.
I know.
Yeah, it's not. It's plastic.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's what it looks like.
Someone was asking us, where do you keep your dog bowls? How is
Here,
it that
pull
one
it open.
company is so smart?
Took a while to get
Ginger's
all
gone.
set up. So it just crunches right in like that.
You added
So
that?
then yeah. And then you have a window instead of that frosted glass.
Oh.
All those screws, and you just peel it apart and then stick it back together. And then Marisa stood on this side and held it, and I just screwed them all back in.
Sweet.
It's just, and it's like $80 or something to get it.
Yeah. Not the coolest thing ever.
Good layout.
Oh my gosh, that layout was awesome. When you have two doors, one goes in the master and one goes into the actual room, but into like the living area. But the way it's designed, when the slides in, you still have full access to the fridge, the kitchen, the bathroom, the bunks, and the master.
Yes, and I love how your family all has a role. It's totally awesome.
Yeah.
You guys rock. So it was so nice to meet you.
Anyway, that's so much fun. You know what they said? They said that the giveaway with that Ginger was the 2 spare tires. We get that a lot. Everyone's like, oh, as soon as I saw that second spare tire, I knew it was you guys. Trish and I are having so much fun meeting everybody on the road. And,
it has been a absolute blast.
And what's kind of fun about the KYD Insiders is we have a two-way relationship with them, so we kind of know where they are and what they're doing because of email.
Well, and then the build-up, because some KYD Insiders don't have a rig, and they're working toward it. So it's like super fun to be like, oh, I'm 15 days out. Or if they do have a rig, oh, I'm planning this trip. Anybody have ideas? And so it's so cool to meet people in the flesh. So
it's so much fun for us to be part of the story and to be able to like help in that way and actually like have that two-way relationship. It's really made our adventure like so much more special.
Let's talk about what's happening right now. Season 4. It's the Southwest checklist. Arizona, because that's our home state. We're going to do Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, and a little dash, a little salt and pepper of San Diego.
Everything Southwest. Well, maybe not everything, but as much as we possibly can do.
Southwest keeps expanding.
I know. So we're gonna pop out and we're gonna go up into Monument Valley, which I've never been to.
Oh, neither have I.
The pictures look absolutely fantastic. We're gonna do Moab, and we're gonna team up with a subscriber in that area that does like hikes and that kind of stuff, and he's like a travel hike guide, so he's gonna share with all sorts of stuff there.
Very cool.
And then we've got the Arches that we're thinking about, a national park, a couple other national parks, and then we possibly gonna swing into if we
we're
can
gonna mosey on in.
Mosey on over.
It's the Southwest.
That's
you
right.
Can say things like
mosey. We're gonna mosey on over to maybe
Mosing.
Grand Junction, maybe somewhere in like Beaver Creek area if we can handle it, stuff like that. This is all kind of vague. Maybe Denver.
We don't even know what the roads are like, so we're saying this, but we actually have to go explore this because, mind you, it is going to be winter.
Yes,
so we do need to figure that out.
Which I'm really looking forward to, and I know you're like, why would you possibly be looking forward to like winter camping? But expect an upcoming video where we're gonna get Ginger winterproof.
She's gonna get winterized. She's gonna put on her fur coat and she's gonna be like, I'm ready. So we are thrilled to be exploring our backyard, and we hope that you end up enjoying the ride with us, and it gives you a little inspiration on what your backyard holds, because I feel like sometimes we're like, we need to go all the way across the country or to another like place in the far off wherever just to have a new experience, but the reality is there's so much right in our backyards.
Oh yeah, I know what's on your mind right now. You're thinking, okay, great, you got the diesel. So does that mean you're gonna expect a fifth wheel? And the answer is, we don't know. We are we all want one, but we're kind of deliberating.
Just kidding. Sorry. Go ahead.
We couldn't really take looking seriously until we had the truck, and it was overwhelming to think, how are we gonna sell the truck, sell Ginger, buy a new truck, buy a fifth wheel. It was just a lot. So we thought,
and
you know what?
travel. So it's like we're moving all around everywhere, and there's like 4 steps, right?
Yeah.
Getting new trucks, selling a truck, and then 2
And so we thought, you know what? If we get the diesel now, it'll pull Ginger better while we have her. We have still a lot more travel to do. So we thought, let's just get the truck, and then that box is checked. So that way we can at least entertain the idea of moving to a fifth wheel. But I don't know how fast it would take, and we're not even sure if it's really the right move. You can tell the expression of her face that you're like, oh yeah, you're getting a fifth wheel. But we don't know.
Really not. We really don't know.
We really don't know.
But
what we wanted to do, and next weekend's episode is going to be us popping over to the California RV show.
Oh my gosh, how fun was that? We saw people that we didn't even know, and they were like, I know you. And we're
Yeah,
like,
so much fun.
awesome. And then we got to know people and they told us all about what they're up to and how excited they are. We met a family that is now going to go explore all South America. They told us that, you know, they would have never even thought of it until they started watching different things on YouTube and then they came across our channel. And so anyway, I just love hearing from you about the fact that not only have you been watching, but it's got your brain going and what your new ideas
Well,
are.
that's what YouTube did for us, which is exactly why we started the channel. There you have it. That is the plan for season 4, and this will be the view in the new truck.
Oh my goodness.
We're pretty excited.
So exciting.
We're pretty excited, but we thought we would share with you just a couple more things about like how the whole seasons came about and some changes that I think we're gonna start to implement in season 4.
Well, as you know, this never started out as season anything.
No.
It was one trip.
Yep.
Go around the United States for 6 months, enjoy each other's company, go back to life as usual. But life doesn't ever go back to usual when you do something different. So anyway, that's how it started. And then we asked you, should we do snow or Mexico? And it was overwhelming Mexico.
Yeah.
So we went to Mexico and we said, well, I guess that's season 2.
Yeah.
So here we are in a new truck and we're starting a new season, which is season 4, the Southwest.
Well, and I think also regarding the time, because a lot of people are like, why is the channel run so far behind? And the short answer is because our videos focus on the destination. And sometimes there are many destinations in a short period of time, and so the channel starts to run behind. But what you may not know is that in between seasons, we get to go back home and spend about a month or 2 months to regroup. So it very much feels like seasons to us, even though the videos never stop.
Yeah.
So, little confession, we've actually been, as you know, for my birthday was September 21, and today is now November 26th.
Oh
so
my gosh,
we've
time
been
flies.
home for a couple months.
For quite some time.
Now, of course, we did go to San Diego during that time, and we went to Albuquerque, and we went to Santa Fe, and these will be the upcoming videos.
Those are the videos that you'll find us in the old truck.
In the old truck. So
don't get confused.
it is a little confusing, and so what we've done to remedy that is we're going to start including the location, date, and temperature.
We have a little time bar down at the bottom so that you have an idea, hey, if I go there in November, where am I going to find that 80-degree weather?
That's
or what we're kind of excited about, he's super excited about, is the cold weather. Where are we? And we'll put in things like the temperature, and maybe even when we get to Colorado, you know, we're going to be like above sea level and things like that. So that might be kind of fun to add. But you can rely on where we are and what the temp is and the date so that you know where you can travel.
And it might make a little bit more sense and easier to keep track of the time. But we actually kind of like the channel when it gets behind, because what happens is the channel gets further and further behind as the season goes. And then when we're home and we're reconnecting with friends, and our kids are doing things like Carson's in Civil Air Patrol, and so he needs to have kind of a routine schedule when he's doing that. And Tori's reconnecting with friends, and we're with family, and we get to spend the holidays. Then then the channel starts to catch up.
Well, we needed 8 consecutive weeks for Carson to complete Civil Air Patrol for his first initial class. And we were like, say what? We have to be here for 8 Mondays? Okay, well, and he's like, well, don't worry, if you need to miss one, if you need to travel for work, we're like, no, like our life travels. That's what we do. So anyway, but we figured out how to be here for 8 weeks, and it's because that we get to stretch like a rubber band. We stretch and then we come back. So anyway, it's all about making life work for you, and for us, this is the best way that we've learned.
I think there's a lot of ways to do full-time RVing, and I think that you have to choose what's going to work for you. Everybody has different requirements with either aging parents or young kids or work obligations
or empty nesters. What is that like?
So I think everyone has their own circumstances, and they have to just find out something that's going to work for them, and this is what works for us. And the fact that they're broken up in seasons works awesome.
Muy fabuloso.
And it gets us excited. Like, how excited are you to leave on Thursday?
I'm very excited. Oh, I don't think we're going to have Ginger completely winterized by Thursday. I thought we're leaving by like Saturday.
No. It'll be all done.
Okay.
Anyhow, so that's a little bit about that. So next weekend, we're going to be doing the RV California show. And we're going to be talking about the fifth wheels out there. And like Trish said, it's going to be in the old truck. So you'll have to just kind of keep track. At some point, you'll see a few episodes from now, it go from a black truck to a charcoal truck. But anyhow, that's all we've got for today and this episode. We're so glad you're here. We love sharing this adventure with you. It's so much fun for us to be able to do this.
We are continuing this adventure because of you. Because you have made it special and fun. And there's a reason to share it instead of just doing our own thing.
Yeah. So we will catch you next weekend right here.
Goodbye.